Morning, welcome to Something Saturday. So after last week when I created this effect along the bottom and the top of this card and another card, I was actually sort of like thinking about what I was going to do this week. And then I thought, you know what? It would be really cool just to play with the ink pads. So this card is made by just using the ink pads on the background. And I thought I would show you how and show you a little something else that I suddenly thought, ooh, that would be really cool. So, alrighty, let's take a seat. So this particular one, I just started randomly messing around with the ink pads, and this was sort of my first. Actually, this was my first mess around with them. These were with the big ink pads, and I've literally just taken it and plonked it, and just sort of moved the card around as I plonked, as it were, and got that sort of starburst effect that then I looked at it and thought, it kind of looks like fireworks. I like that. So then I thought, ooh, it would be kind of cute if I did it in a smaller version, so I've got a whole heap of fireworks. So hopefully you can agree with me that it looks vaguely like fireworks, hopefully. Anyway, I figured if I stuck one of these in the middle of each one, little diamante, and called it Happy New Year, people would go, oh yeah, look, it looks like fireworks. Go me. So that is my first card, which is just very simple, just step card like that. So you just fold it so it's got the extra step in it. And there we go. Happy New Year. And by the way, Happy New Year. There you go. All right. So, as I say, these ones were the big ink pads. And then I turned it over and played with the little ink pads to get that. And then I thought, ooh, you know what? I could get more effects if I played around with this. So then, somewhere around here. Give me a moment. I thought I had. There we go. Got a piece. So to get this effect, literally all you're going to do is just take. So I'm using the little mini ink pads. You can buy these as. So you can actually buy them as a set of the some basic colours. She says, trying to find it. Hopefully I will find it in just a moment. There they are. So there is that set there, which is number 6, which is called the Classic Assortment. And it's got Basic Grey, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Real Red and Shaded Spruce, which is all very well, but it's kind of nice to be able to pick and choose your colours. So what I've done is I've actually bought myself a whole heap of these ones, which is uninked stamping spots, which is number 5 here. You get 5 of them for $15.75, and then you ink them up with the little refills that look like this. So obviously each colour, different colour. That one's smoky slate, and some of the other neutrals in there. So you literally just ink each little pad up with whatever colour you want it. So some of these some of them are actually ones that I have not had to ink up myself specifically to begin with, but then I've actually added more ink as the ink has run dry. But this one here is one of the actual those ones there, the uninked stamping spot, and then I've just inked it up with the Real Red there. So yes, so there you go. Anyway, moving on from that, you can create an effect like that, or you could just create an effect like that. You could do all sorts of different things with it. See, you can just go round in circles like that and create that random star pattern. So yes, find out how many different things can you do with this. However, I thought it would be kind of cool. So that's, as I say, that's that and that's that one. I also started playing around with it like that, and I thought, you know, maybe I could sort of cross them over a little bit too, and then just have a saying on the top. I don't know. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that one. Feel free to check out my blog later and find out. However, what I wanted to do, so I'm just going to grab out one of my white cards. I thought I could create a rainbow, because you know when you see a rainbow in the sky, it's just so pretty. So what I want to do is I actually want, hang on, first of all I want an even part on this, so I'm just going to put that over there so that I can swipe my rainbow across, and I have conveniently put all the colours of the rainbow there. So my way to remember the rainbow is Richard of York gave battle in vain. So we got Richard for red, of is the orange, then we got yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, or as close to violet as I could make it. So let me put that on an angle there, and I'm just going to swipe that way. So we got Richard of York. Ooh, I'm going to run out of space. Gave battle, yikes, in oh no, vain. And I thought that way it would be a really cool way of creating half a rainbow on a card. I think maybe next time I need to hold it on a bit of an angle so it's not quite so so wide. You know what? I'm just going to give it another go. Let's just put it on its side. Let's see. Right. How about we go that sort of thing. Richard of York. Yikes, that was a big one. Yes, G for gave. Battle. In. And last one. Vain. Yay! That's more like it. I don't know how I managed to get a little blue splodge on it, but yeah. So there you go. Something randomly different, and I'm again not too sure how I plan to finish this off. So do pop along to my blog and, you know, grab out your little tiny ink pads and have a play with them yourself. I did find it a little bit more of a challenge, oh goodness, with the larger ink pads because the ink is kind of far away from the edge. It was a bit more difficult for it to so to do this, you can't really tell quite so easily where you're putting the ink down. I suppose if I used that edge it might be a little easier to discover, maybe. Yeah. But you know, you can create effects like that. Oh, that one's a cool one. So, you know, just play around with your ink pads and see what you can do with it, because you don't have to just use them to ink up your stamps with. Clearly, you can use them to create something that has legs. All right. So go check out my blog and find out what I end up doing with my random bits that I have here. Probably not that side. I suspect that I may do something with this side and may end up just cutting those two in half and doing something with both of them. But go check it out and find out, and I will look forward to seeing you next Saturday. Okay, bye.